Okay, so the final chapter of Stranger Things has landed, and whoa. It's dropped a bombshell that changes literally everything we thought we knew about this show. So, you know what we have to do? Let's break it all down.
Yeah, you heard that right. The upside down, it's not what we think it is. I mean, this is the central mystery that's been driving the show since day one, and the answer they just gave us, it's a total game changer. So all those theories about parallel dimensions, mirror worlds, you can just toss them. The truth is so much scarier, and it's setting the stage for one heck of a final battle.
All right, so let's set the scene. What's the state of play right now? Well, after everything that went down in Volume 2, Hawkins is just teetering on the edge. I mean, the gates to the Upside Down are literally ripped open. Reality is bleeding into the town. And our heroes? They are facing their absolute darkest hour. The stage is set, folks, for the final showdown with Vecna.
But here's the thing. To really, truly get what's at stake, we have to tackle the single biggest reveal of the entire season. I'm talking about a twist that completely rewrites the story we thought we knew. So, what is the Upside Down? Well, the answer comes from a source that is, well, it's totally unexpected, but at the same time, it's absolutely perfect.
Of course, it's our favorite genius, Dustin Henderson. After digging through Dr. Brenner's old journals deep inside the wreckage of Hawkins' lab, he's the one who puts it all together. And the truth he uncovers is, well, it's way more unstable and way more dangerous than anyone ever could have guessed.
Okay, so this really shows the massive shift in how we have to think about this. For years, right, we all thought the Upside Down was just a dark reflection of our world, a parallel dimension. But the truth is way more complicated. It's actually an unstable wormhole, a bridge that's being held together by what Brenner called exotic matter. Just think of it like this unstable cosmic glue holding this terrifying passage open. So the key takeaway here is, it's not a place, it's a passage.
So where does this bridge even lead? It leads to something Brenner called the abyss. Now, this isn't another dimension like we'd normally think of it. No, he describes it as a wound in space-time, like a literal tear in the fabric of reality that's constantly trying to collapse on itself. And believe me, that is a super critical point.
And this just perfectly illustrates the new stakes, right? It brings up the most terrifying question of the whole season. If this unstable bridge, this wound, finally collapses, what happens to Hawkins? You know, the town that's now physically connected to it. It's chilling. And this is exactly why that new military group, the one led by Dr. K, isn't just trying to fight monsters anymore. Oh no, they want to weaponize the abyss itself.
So, as you can imagine, this completely new understanding of the Upside Down creates this huge ripple effect. It's fundamentally changing our heroes. So, let's dive into the new powers and some old faces that are shaping this final battle.
First up, we have to talk about Will Byers. Seriously, No Schnapp has been giving a masterclass this season. Will is finally more than just Vecna's censor. He's now actively channeling the power of the Upside Down itself, turning Vecna's own energy against the Demogorgons. That horrifying connection he got way back in Season 2, it's now his greatest weapon. He is fully stepping into his role as the Sorcerer.
And speaking of people with powers, Volume 2 brought back a major character. That's right, 11's sister, Kali. You remember, 8 is back. And get this, we find out she's been a prisoner of Dr. Kai, who was experimenting on her, trying to basically copy Henry Creel's powers. So yeah, she's back, but she is not the same. And her much more, let's say, radical viewpoint immediately creates a ton of conflict for 11.
And she shows up with this absolutely horrifying proposal. Kali is convinced that the only way to heal that wound in space-time is for the people who are connected to it, we're talking 11, we're talking Will, to make the ultimate sacrifice. She thinks they have to give up their lives to close that bridge for good. Just makes you wonder, right? Is she a desperate ally, or is she a dangerous new threat to 11?
Okay, so we've got all these new revelations. The truth about the abyss, Will's insane new powers, Kali's terrifying plan. So how is this all going to end? Let's get into it. Let's look at the biggest predictions for the finale. First off, let's just talk about the sheer scale of this thing. The finale, which is titled The Right Side Up, is basically a movie. It's dropping on New Year's Eve, and it clocks in at a massive 2 hours and 8 minutes. 2 hours and 8 minutes. They are clearly not holding anything back for the grand finale.
So what on earth is going to happen in those 2+ hours? The theories flying around are pretty intense. Okay, the biggest one ties right back to Kali's plan, that Will Byers might sacrifice himself. But not by dying exactly. More like becoming a permanent guardian of the abyss.
Then there's a theory that Max, who's still trapped in Vecna's mind, could actually be the key to taking him down from the inside. And, on a more personal level, it really looks like the whole love triangle thing is finally settled, which, if you think about it, puts our boy Steve Harrington in more danger than ever before.
And that brings us to the question that's on literally everyone's mind. The Duffer Brothers seem to be clearing the board for this finale, and it really feels like, for the first time, nobody is safe. So I gotta ask you, who do you think is making their last stand in Hawkins?
And that leaves us with this one final central question. With everything we've learned, it really feels like the entire series is boiling down to this one huge moral dilemma. To finally fix the world, to create the right side up, are our heroes going to have to give up everything? I guess we're all going to find out very, very soon.